Madurai Meenakshi Amman Temple is one of the masterpieces of Dravidian architecture designed based on the human body, built by many generations of Pandyan rulers. The temple sits on 16 acres of land. There are 14 towers, which also serves as entrances into this temple. Kulashekara Pandyan, the grandfather of Queen Meenakshi, constructed a small temple with a lingam. Around 300 BC, Meenakshi reigned the Pandyan kingdom and ordered the massive construction of this temple. The temple was further expanded by the newer generation of Pandyan kings by clearing the forest of Kadamba trees, Kadamba Kadu. The temple was partially destroyed by the Muslim invader Malik Kafur in 1310 AD. A restoration project was undertaken by Vishwanatha Nayak 1559 to 1600, who also added many new structures to the temple. The temple is designed based on the human body. There are 5 main entrances based on the human senses, like see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. There are 9 smaller entrances to the inside complex that denote the 9 orifices of human body: 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, mouth, urethra, and anus. In a Hindu culture, it is believed that the air traveling through these 9 entrances was the soul itself. If the air stopped flowing, your soul would leave the body. The streets of Madurai are constructed as concentric circles. There are 5 outer towers ranging from 147 feet to 170 feet high. The tallest is the southern tower, which is 170 feet tall. There are 9 smaller towers inside the temple complex. All the towers have huge gateways at the bottom to allow visitors. These towers are made up to 9 stories of hollow chambers inside for priests and sculptors to do worship and reparations. The mid portion of the towers are decorated with the stucco work of thousands of deities. Every 12 years, these figures are repaired, repainted, and reconstructed. The top level of the towers are adorned with the fierce monster deities. These fierce figures are considered to guard and support the top level. This is the biggest hall in the temple. It was built in 1569 AD by Aryanada Mudaliyar. Ayiram Kal Mandapam means the hall of 1000 pillars. However, it only has 985 pillars. In the center of this hall, there are huge statues of Nataraja and Sivagami. It is also called the Chittira Sabai. At the roof of the entrance to this hall, there are sculptures which illustrate the 6-year cycle of the Tamil calendar. The Meenakshi Amman idol is carved out of a greenstone, presumably jade. Some people think it is made up of emerald. Hence, Meenakshi is also called Maragadambar or Maragadavalli. Maragadam is the Tamil word for emerald. However, the statue is too large to be built entirely of emerald or jade, is perhaps the best guess. Taking picture of this idol is prohibited, so you're not going to see Meenakshi Amman. Instead, you can watch this elephant. The distinctive feature of a statue is its eyes. The eyes are big, beautiful, and mysterious, and Meenakshi is indeed a very apt name for her. Meen means fish, and eyes is Akshi. There is a tower directly on top of this shrine, which is plated with the gold. Even though it is well documented that this structure was constructed in 1569 AD by Aryanada Mudaliyar, there is an interesting local folklore. Once upon a time, a dwarf appeared before Meenakshi and challenged her to a sword fight. Meenakshi laughed at him because he was only as tall as a 1-year-old. However, the dwarf insisted that he could defeat anyone in a fight. So she summoned her army captain to fight with this dwarf. To her surprise, the dwarf defeated the army captain in seconds and killed him. Meenakshi realized that the dwarf possessed the magical powers, so she gave him an impossible challenge. He had to build a structure with 1000 pillars in a day. If he succeeded, it would be Meenakshi's turn to build a similar structure. The dwarf started chanting mantras, and the nearby mountains split into rectangular rocks and pillars. He started arranging the pillars, and towards the dawn, he had set up the structure with the 985 pillars. Only 15 pillars were remaining. So he took a nap, deciding to wake up when the first ray of sunlight hits him. He still had plenty of time, as he had a time until noon. However, clever Meenakshi threw her earring into the sky, which completely covered the sun, making the dwarf sleep until that afternoon. The dwarf admitted his defeat and burnt himself to ashes. This is why structure of 1,000-pillar hall has 985 pillars instead of 1,000. The floor of the entire temple is covered by neatly cut rectangular rocks. These rocks are mostly plain, devoid of any carvings. If you tap on these rocks, it does not sound hollow, but every certain number of rocks. There are square rocks with a lotus carved on them. If you tap on these lotus rocks, they sound hollow. This supports the theory that there are hidden underground structures in the Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple. These lotus rocks could be secret gateways into underground passages or cellars. It is well documented that most Indian kings had secret escape routes and hidden treasures underground. Astashakti Mandapam, built by the two wives of King Thirumalai Nayakar. It is dedicated to the 8 forms of